Hello, and welcome to Freeform Fitness Podcast, Personal Trainers Who Care podcast. I'm here with Michael Farant, who also happens to be my husband.
Hello.
And we thought for our 19-year anniversary, I can't believe it, we're celebrating 19 years in business. That's crazy. I'm not that old. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of dive deep into getting to know Freeform a little bit more. I've been with the company since the start, and we'll dive into that a little bit more as we chat. So let's get started. Michael, how do you feel? How excited are you? I should also elaborate. Michael is a personal trainer at our Canada location and our Wellington West location. So he's very familiar with Freeform.
Oh, yeah. I've been in this journey 10 years.
10 years.
I think it's about 10 years now.
So we've been working together for 10 years.
That's correct.
Yeah. And we have two beautiful little girls together. They're 6 and 3.
Yeah.
So it's busy for us. It's busy.
Yeah. A lot of motion.
Yeah.
Do you remember how Freeform Fitness started?
Yes, I do. It was actually my brother and my sister-in-law who started Freeform. And originally it was a big box facility. It was massive. And we were in the basement in Canada with no windows. I remember that. But we made it super successful. We had people coming from Orleans to train with us. We had built this huge brand name of like quality trainers. And clients were seeing results. We had a client lose 150 pounds in a year with us. So we were seeing like massive results, and people just loved coming and being around it. And at the time, a year in, I jumped in and I was ready to work full time, and I didn't see much of a service side to the fitness industry. I came from a high-end salon and spa, and I was like, well, we're not really servicing the fitness industry as we should. And the tipping point for me was we had a client come in. She would renew her membership once a year in January. I'd see her 3 times, and then I wouldn't see her again. And this just kept happening, and I just kind of felt bad. I felt like I wasn't doing the right thing. I felt like I wasn't helping people the right way that I knew I could. So we just changed our model, and it was really scary time in business to say, hey, we no longer want to take your membership money, which is guaranteed income. We're going to turn that away and just focus on what we do best. And it was such a risk, but one of the best risks.
And how many gyms did you have when you did that?
We had, at the time, just the one.
One gym.
Mm-hmm. Just the one gym. And then we were approached because somebody loved our model and they wanted to partner with us. So they said, hey, can we open up a location together downtown? And that was, listen, we didn't come from a huge background. Like, we came from nothing. So everything.
Were you thinking of expanding?
No, we had no. Every journey so far was never about like expanding. It was just really like things that were thrown at us, and we were always risk takers, and we loved the excitement of like the potential. We never even thought of it, but when it was brought to us, we were like, maybe we could do this. Yeah, we can do this. So we did. We opened up the Byward location in 2010, and then we opened up the Wellington location in 2011, and then everything fell through. Like, everything was just 3. It's like kids, 2 you can handle, 2 you're out, and then 3 you're outnumbered. So that's how I felt. I felt overwhelmed. I almost quit. I almost said, like, this is just not for me. It's too much. I couldn't. But then our attitude was always like, take a breather, come back, and there's always a solution to every problem. We just have to figure out what the solution is. So we did, and then we ended up hiring like the best people ever. Kat worked for us for 11 years at that location. I started getting these like incredible hires of people that were just so incredible that wanted to help, make the brand what it is today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good job.
Thank you. It was quite the roller coaster. And then, yeah. And how has it evolved over the years? Oh my gosh, we got like deeper and deeper and deeper into what we do best, and that's personal training. And we learned so much. The hiring, the training, the client experience, the added value, the pricing structure, we've everything you can imagine. We've done partnerships, we've done
Competitive industry, yeah.
It's
Really,
the
really
it's one of
competitive.
the biggest. I was
Really.
meeting with my mentor the other day, and he was saying the same thing. He said, fitness is one of the most competitive industries with a lot of competitors. So if you can survive in this industry, you can survive in basically any industry.
Yeah.
So that really made me feel good. Why did you want to become a trainer, and what kept you here for over 10 years?
I was a client before I was a trainer. But before that, I was athletic, but I always wanted a nicer body. I always wanted to be able to be confident, take a shirt off, feel good. So it wasn't until I had to make that a priority. I made that a priority with two great trainers at your location. And then I would work out on my own by myself and do what I wanted. But then when I saw my trainer, I had to do what they told me to do. So I had to.
Mike really liked to focus on upper body, not so much lower body.
I still do. I still don't do anything else. But moderation.
Yeah.
Right? Everything in moderation.
Of course.
But no, it was just really after putting a smile on my face after years of putting in work, knowing that was in me, that I kind of felt that everyone could kind of get to that happy place, right? So it was about sharing my journey, but I knew it really well. There was no right or wrong about it. It's what my journey was, right? So sharing with that and giving everyone as many tips and as much possible information, to see them feel that same way. Kind of wanted me to be a trainer. So give me some behind the scenes things about freeform fitness that people would be surprised about.
First comes to mind, like for me personally, behind the scenes, it's like people are like, oh, what hour? If I meet somebody, what hours do you work? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like I work all the time. Like this is I'm all in when I do things. So I feel like this is my whole life, and I'm constantly thinking of it, and my brain never turns off. And I think one other behind the scenes that maybe clients aren't aware of is how vigorous our hiring process is, and I think how hard it is to get a job at Freeform. I think a lot of our trainers, they've done multiple co-ops with us, so we get to know them really well. We can see them on the floor. We know if they're really smart and at what they do. And then the interview process is intense. And then they do, I get final say. I meet with them to make sure that they're just the right fit for the company. I think we've been through so much as a company. We've seen a lot of different hires, a lot of different trainers. We know what works, what doesn't work now. After 19 years, I can say that. I feel I can say that. If I was, 3 years in business, I'd be like, wow, what do I know? But the truth is we've gone through really great trainers, and we've gone through, average trainers, and it was all a learning process of being like, how can we have the best trainers? And like a lot of our trainers that leave Freeform typically move on to bigger things. We had trainers open up their own location, one in Australia, one in, who's in Singapore working at Ultimate Performance, one of the best personal training studios in the world, And, I had one, he's working in Hollywood. He's working with celebrity clients and going to movie premieres. And here I am as mama bear being like, oh, I'm so proud of them, because it was a long process, but I knew that they were going to be
Good
incredible.
systems. You created good systems. And I think people followed your lead with that. And the systems haven't swayed. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been consistent.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you. So what does your fitness look like now with work and kids?
5 years in with kids.
6, our daughter's 6 now.
Oh man, it's 6.
6 years.
Well, there you go. Burning candle at both ends for sure. Running on low, running on empty. When I thought I was tired 6 years ago,
I know.
I wasn't tired. I just complained.
I know.
Now I'm really tired, but I'm not the first to do it. Everyone does it,
And I think people are, when we say their age, they're always like, oh, you're in the thick of it,
Yeah.
But it's getting easier every day, with the beginning.
I make time with it personally because I work in a gym.
Yes.
So I do have that 30-minute, what can I do of something. So, I mean, that's embedded in me and I won't go away. So, if I didn't have it, I'd do simple things for that same time to make up. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was always a challenge, I guess, ever since I got pregnant. It was, being in the industry. We were chatting about this before, but we were talking about how, we used to do bodybuilding shows, 2 shows a year. I'd be around people that were just these fit, like, I think of the body as like this sculpture and just this incredible body, like of all the muscles and how intricate it is. And so I loved being around that, and I loved training, and then I had kids, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I've never not been fit, and this is all new to me, these aches, these pains. So I feel like I was on the other side of it, and then it was such a long road to get back, but the biggest thing I focused on was the consistency, and I was like, what can I control is my consistency and my output, what can I. So I think that was a real challenge, with 2 kids, and women are usually busy, really busy.
You women.
What's your advice to people who say they just don't have time to work out?
If that was my excuse, if I don't have time to work out, well, then I don't want it bad enough, because I think there's no set time you have to put aside to work out. I bought into this model where it's more often and less time at it. Even if it's 15 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever it is, if it's muscle resistance training and it's done consistently, there will be results, right? That's not talking about nutrition or nothing, but that's just, you have to put yourself in and be in that uncomfortable kind of position to push yourself. And it can be a 10-minute push. It could be a 20-minute push. You don't need a dumbbell. You can do things with just your body, right? So people, I mean, you have to prioritize it, and you gotta, even if it's getting up 30 minutes earlier, no matter when you wake up, you gotta prioritize it.
Are there any non-negotiables you've set for your health?
Non-negotiables in fitness? One that I said a long time ago, I still do it today, and that's I never miss a Monday workout. Monday's my Monday. Saturday, Sunday is I don't touch a weight. I'm at home. And Monday is, your biggest calorie counts of the week are probably your weekends, right? Your Monday workout it should be routine. It should be always there for you. It's always screaming at me, I got to put aside 30 minutes to work out and never miss a Monday. And it holds true. It really does.
How miserable am I if I don't work out?
Compared to
the average person?
I think you're pretty in the dumps, yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's like so important for my health, like my mental health, to be happy. I notice I'm just so much more stressed if I haven't gotten in a good workout. And then
well, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about missing that workout.
Yeah.
So you're kicking yourself, and then why you're not doing that workout is because you got X, Y, and Z to do.
Yeah.
Which you don't want to do. You wouldn't mind doing them after you had your workout and feel good about it, and you had your workout and do that. But yeah, I feel you.
My non-negotiable would be, I guess I have 2. It's like move your body every day. Obviously, however you want to do that, stretching, walking. I walk the dogs every day, just something to get me outside and moving. So with the kids, we'll take them to the park. We'll just kind of get out there and do something. And the other one is sleep. I'm big on sleep. I think sleep is so important, and I hammer this home with our girls too, saying like it's so important for you to get a good night's sleep. I feel better. You feel, rested. Everybody just is happier if you get quality sleep. Luckily, I sleep well, so but I have my routines, so it's predictable,
Yeah.
How do you handle days when the motivation is low?
Low motivation days. How do you handle that?
I give myself grace. I do. I'm not perfect. I'll never pretend I'm perfect and being like, oh my gosh, I'm going to work out. I have my days too. And I feel like being honest with yourself about it and just saying, it's okay. Let's try again tomorrow,
Yep.
And then, if it's a state of depression, it's a different, situation that you might need professional help.
Right.
But in having no motivation is totally normal. Like
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
life
You don't-
happens,
Yeah, not
you
everyone
know?
has high motivation every day.
Yeah.
No, you take those days.
Yeah.
You take those days for yourself.
Any family routines or habits that help keep everyone active and eating healthy?
Family routine. Eating healthy, yeah. We eat as a family. We sit around our table. We tell stories. And we drink waters.
I know. Everyone's always shocked. Like our kids just drink water and they're like,
No,
people come over, they're like, do you have anything else to drink? We're like, no, just water. Sorry, we're water
yeah.
snobs.
I don't know. As a family, you just kind of like point things out on their plate, what you're eating,
The
where
colors.
they come from, the colors
Yeah.
of it, what its properties are, what differs it from other colored vegetables. You can get into that.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, for me, it's always been such a tricky subject because having done this so long, I've seen a lot of different clients come through our doors. And I even had a young girl. She was very young and she had an eating disorder. So as a mom of girls, my biggest fear is, body dysmorphia, eating disorder. So I'm always very conscious of like never commenting on their bodies or what the way they look or, and when it's food, it's more of like food is fuel. It's very factual of saying you got to use food as a tool to help fuel your body so you have energy to like run around and do things and versus like you need to eat your food. It's always also trusting your body. Like, does your tummy feel full? Are you happy with how you feel right now? And just the routine of things. Kids love routine. So predictability and leading by example. I think that goes such a long way. Your kids see what you do, they see what you eat, they see what you're putting in your body and how you're moving your body. So if you're doing it, I think it mimics a lot for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
What's one fitness myth you wish people would stop believing?
There's lots.
I know.
There's
There's
lots.
so many.
I'd hate to pick one out.
Yeah.
Fitness myth. It could be anything. You can sprinkle on the way people follow diets and
Oh my God.
it's going to be sustainable for the next 20 years.
Yeah, I totally
Right?
agree.
They fall on, they fall off, they lose 5, they gain 10.
The fluctuations, and they're
It's rough,
frustrated,
yeah.
and it's like this
rough.
roller coaster.
It's a mental battle.
Yeah. Versus like just it has to be a lifestyle. Like I think we need to hammer that home. There is no cure. There's no diet that's gonna. It has to be part of your life.
Say no more.
Yeah, and I think the 80-20 rule. Like we're not like 100%, but our meals are structured during the week. I think we're really good during the week, and then the weekends we allow ourselves, to eat out if we want to. Michael is a lot better, and we're very. It's not. It's. I hate to say the word
not a
fortunate.
competition.
No, I know, but it's not that it's because you're a type 1 diabetic. Your nutrition is outstanding. I'm the one that's being like, oh, do you want to go do this? And you're like, I can't eat that. Versus, the average person, they don't have those battles that you have to fight with that.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, mine are in my face all the time, and yeah. But I mean.
But you're so
no one should-
diligent.
Yeah. But I carried that before I was
Very
even
much
diagnosed,
before,
right?
yeah. It was like admirable. It was actually a super attractive point for me because I was like, oh, that's to be able to say no and stand in your power of saying like, no, I don't want it. Like even alcohol, we don't really drink.
I think it's just discipline.
Yeah.
And I think discipline it's easy for some, it's hard for others. It's comparable. It's good week, good year, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just discipline. At the end of the day, it's discipline, and there's saying no to some stuff you want, but then saying yes to other things. Like like I don't know. That's just it.
Yeah. How do you separate work life from home life? And do we?
Oh, I don't.
No, we don't.
No, I don't.
I'm really bad. We're not I wish I would. And I admire people that do it, but I don't know how.
No. With your own business like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can ever kind of stop.
Like the kids will be in the background, like screaming, and we're talking business, and then we're like, we're just trying to get our points across so that we can like,
Well, I mean, yeah, there's big issues
Yeah.
that come up, and then there's very small issues that come up. But your surrounding at home doesn't change. So
Yes.
you're in that same tornado,
yes,
regardless of whether it's financial or whatever it is at the time you're going through.
yeah,
Those other problems from work are still there and need to be addressed. You need to put time aside for it.
we have a buffer too. Like we have people like in between us, so that like I'm not disciplining you. No, that wouldn't work.
Not at all.
But yeah, that's a very interesting. I'm sure we could chat more about our work-life balance with that.
I mean,
how
it's
am I
life.
as how is it having me as your boss?
It's changed. It's great. It's great. Having my wife as my boss.
How do you feel?
In reality, yeah, I think it works for our family.
Yes.
I think everything is balanced because of it. I think it gives us always more time with our kids, whether it's by ourselves or together. Mm-hmm. So our kids win with this setup, and I think that's all. Yeah, it's great. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, right?
Who's more competitive in the gym?
Oh, I don't know. You want it. You go get it. I don't go get it.
I know. I'm psycho, but it's gotten to me where I am today. But yes, if I feel like you can do it, I'm like, I can do it.
Yes, you do think that. Yes.
Yeah. And that goes for anything in life.
Yeah, it does.
What's something you admire about how the other person approaches fitness or work?
Oh, well, I mean, considering where you live and where you have to be for your workout, it's not next door. You got to drive. You got to go through a lot of traffic to get there. It's in the middle of the day. It's right in traffic is. So I know you do your kid thing in the morning, and then you've got a bit of work to do, and then you hit your workout. So I know that you could just simply put pause on that, and you can just keep putting your head down and working or whatever it is you got to do right there. So, yeah, I admire that you take the time in the day, make the effort to go, burn your gas there and back for 30 minutes. Or 29 minutes or whatever it is. And then, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For me, it's you're so consistent with nutrition and exercise. Like it was such an attractive thing for me when I first met you of like how well you take care of yourself. And I think that's important, speaks volumes to like how you would treat me as a partner if you can take care of yourself and lead a healthy life and eat well. And it's like that like anything, our values have to align in life. And I felt like that really did for us, because if we want to do activities as a family later on, you have to be on the same page, So,
Yeah.
have your health goals changed since becoming parents?
My health goals, yes.
Yeah.
Survive. But yeah, I think so. I mean, I think fitness to me isn't what I once maybe thought it was aesthetically of how you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in such a way. It's still there, but it doesn't drive me anymore like it kind of used to when I was really hungry to achieve something like that. Now it's about feeling strong, feeling good, not being able to lift something bothers me or whatnot, right? So doing enough, making enough work to do that, yeah.
Mine have changed. Yes, I am really good at time management, and that really shifted my whole life having kids, because they don't really care about time management as much as you do. So sometimes, things happen and I couldn't make my workout, and then it ruins the rest of my day. Or if I'm really good at booking it. If one little inconvenience happens, it'll throw off my whole schedule. So I feel like that was the biggest change for me. Before, I didn't have anybody leaning or counting on me as much, so I was able to just be very selfish and prioritize myself. But when you have other people depending on you, it's very hard to kind of, as women, we always put ourselves last. So to put ourselves first is very hard to do. But I'm getting better at it every day of saying they need me in order for them to be their best living their best life. I have to live mine, and I have to make sure I'm taking care of myself, because if I'm out, if I'm sick, if I'm not feeling well, it's like nothing is functioning in our household.
No, it's off for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Worst fitness advice you've ever heard?
God.
Oh, I have one. I have one.
Okay.
Okay, so I have sensory things that, like, I need to have smooth hands. For me to have calluses, I don't like having calluses. And my husband has a bunch of them. It's
Rawr.
it's so silly when I'm saying this out loud. But I had somebody tell me, well, so I wear gloves when I do train because I don't want to get calluses. And somebody said, well, you're not maximizing your workouts if you're wearing gloves. And I remember just thinking to myself, well, at least I'm doing the workout. Like, if I had to pick over calluses or my workouts, I would choose my workouts. So I have to, like, but if it came down to me having calluses, I couldn't do it. I couldn't live with that feeling, because it's a texture feeling for me.
Yeah.
That I couldn't overcome that. So that was one of the worst fitness advice I've ever heard. Because as somebody that's motivates people that have no motivation to come in or no desire, it's like it's a hard thing or hard step to do. The last thing I would ever tell somebody is, if like something as small as like, well, you shouldn't wear gloves because you're not maximizing your workouts.
Right.
Versus, hey, you know what? I get the sensory issue. If that
Right.
works for you,
Right,
cool.
right, right,
Like,
right,
make it
right,
work.
Right.
No?
Yes. Yeah, totally get it. Totally get it. Fitness advice. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff out there for sure.
There's so much information that I'm always like, every time I read it, I'm like, oh no.
I once ran into a trainer early on in like my career, I suppose. And they said to me, I was new, like super new, questions everywhere. And I guess this guy was a bit of a veteran trainer, but anyway, it came down to, he forgot his protein shake, so he wouldn't work out that day. So his whole workout was for a protein. If I didn't bring my protein shake, then I'm not working out. And there was all these like systems that had to fall in place. And I'm new to the industry. Like, okay, well, I better always have my protein shake with me. I don't want to waste my workout. And there was just a lot to thumb through. But I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just an example.
I know
Just
some
like,
trainers that
just
believe
wait.
that, yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I mean, well, okay. Maybe, whatever. What do I know?
Yeah. It's interesting, right? Because it's all like, when I've had trainers, I've had some of the most educated trainers. I had one trainer, she went to school for 10 years, over 10 years.
What kind of school?
She went for her human kinetics, she did her master's. She was just in school for 10 years and was a trainer. And I was like, oh my gosh, brilliant, right? Brilliant mind. Couldn't apply it. Couldn't really, it was over clients' heads. They couldn't, it was too much information.
Right.
It was overwhelming. She had good intentions, obviously, but at the same time, you have to be able to really communicate effectively and relate to
100%.
clients
Yes,
and
yes,
have
yes.
them,
Yeah, they're not all trained in your background. They
No.
don't have the terminology you do.
Yeah, and
You have to match that.
it has to be a balance. Like, you do have to be very knowledgeable for trainers at Freeform, but you also have to be able to be really good with people, because it's a people job where people are coming in, they become family. They're coming in three,
Right,
four
right,
times
right.
a week. They see you more often than they do their own family. So if you don't have really good foundation or a base of like how to communicate whatever you need to communicate, then the
Yes.
client won't be successful either. So
True. It's not a group class where you're shouting things out.
yeah,
It's you're
really-
communicating to one person and you're trying to, you know what I mean?
it's very private. It's a private experience for that client. It's a custom experience and very personal. So
Yep.
I feel like when you're getting personal with people, you have to really go deep, and you have to get to the bottom of things. And I've had amazing conversations that I don't think I've ever had with most people, with some of the
I've learned
clients.
tons with
You learn so much, and we're
Yeah.
like, thank God we're sponges, and we're like, we can, it's like a give and take. We learn from our clients just as much as they're learning from us. I feel like it's great. They come to us because we're the experts in, helping them get from point A to point B with their fitness journey.
Yeah.
But we're also learning so much from them.
Sure.
So
They're an excellent in another field somewhere else,
Yeah.
right? And it's great to, you're constantly learning.
So there was a question here. If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing? I can't imagine doing anything other than this. Like
Not at this.
I've been doing this since I was 17 years old.
True.
17 years old. I have
True.
been, and there's not, like, I keep thinking to myself, like, what else would I ever do other than this? This is the most positive thing I could ever do in my lifetime. I get to contribute to people's life, their happiness, their souls. Like, it's really my calling, I feel, and I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I can't imagine doing anything else. I live and breathe it. I believe in it. I know my team is phenomenal, and I'm really grateful for the clientele that we do have. Like,
You know your business.
yeah, honestly. What's one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self?
Start earlier. I would have started way earlier.
Yeah.
Even younger than my younger self.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say that. I always think that, yeah.
I think I've been so lucky to be in the position that I have because I've been doing this since I was so young that I learned quickly that this has to be part of our life. Like this is a lifestyle. It's not just like a quick fix. It's not a short-term thing. It's a lifestyle thing. It's a long-term thing. And the people that were the most successful that I've encountered in life had a great balance of healthy working out and family life and love and all of the good stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good benefits, yeah.
Okay, what's one last thing you would like to say or touch on as we wrap up this lovely day?
I always think like starting the journey is so hard and then maintaining so much easier once you kind of get to the point where you're happy with yourself. When it comes to weight resistance training, fitness, whatever it is, exercise, there's no shortcut. There's no magic pill you're going to take that's just going to fast track it. You can't. I always think of that. I have an analogy. I always kind of think about someone driving like a really expensive car, parking it up beside you, and it's just like, a nice, beautiful, whatever. But you don't know how they had that car. You don't know how they earned that car. You don't know how, if it was given to them. You don't know if they paid $10 for it or something, whatever it is. Like there's just your body and how you look is a direct, result of hard work. And there's no really masking, hiding it,
Yeah.
So, when you feel proud walking around like that, feel good, strong, whatever, that's hard work that got you there. And no one can take that away from you, right?
Yeah. And on the other end of that is no one is coming to save you, and you really have to take care of yourself. Like Freeform can help, save you for sure, but not to the full extent. You really have to make the first step. And, there's so many people out there that want to help and that, but it's hard to navigate and whatnot. But just taking that first step, I think it's always like start small, start somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I think training's really evolved. There's so many people like in the training world that are trainers, that are family people, that have, whatever. They're older now. They're young. I don't know. It's just, there's help everywhere in that industry. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Michael. Thank you for hanging out with us on this lovely Monday. Did you work out today, Michael?
It's Monday, yep.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I hope we can do this again. There's so much more we didn't even touch on, like what makes Freeform so different and why we do 30-minute training sessions. There's so many things that we've learned along the way that I feel like we can share. So tune into our next podcast where we can share our insights. And thank you for celebrating 19 years in business with us. We could have never done it without our amazing clients and our stellar team.
Go team.
Love ya.